Patrick from Possum Bourne Motorsport, and today we're going to look at Thomas's GC8 that we've just completed. So the story began with Thomas buying a new car, only lasting a couple hours before it started to overheat. So he dropped it into us for an assessment, and sure enough the heat gasket have failed. So we started to offer him an engine package using a new version 7 STI short block, reconditioned cylinder heads, and we've opted for upgraded ARP Headstuds, as well as a range of bolt-on upgrades, an ECU upgrade and a tune package to make this a rounded car. These GC8s are becoming a lot more rare these days, and a tidy example like this is hard to find. When Thomas got the car, it looked very good on paper. The bodywork is pretty mint and it's in a nice condition, but obviously the engine needed to be looked after and it needed some general maintenance. So with this new package, now the whole car is back up to the best standard it can be. Let's talk about the upgrades that have been performed to this car. So starting with the turbocharger. The old turbocharger was a little tired, so we've gone for a Blouch Dominator 1.5 XTR, which is a great match on this vehicle. It is capable of high 200 kilowatts and still retains a really good responsiveness. For now, the factory intercooler will be retained for the factory look, but with an upgraded top mount or front mount intercooler, there is a lot more potential in the setup. The exhaust system is all Invidia, so we've gone Invidia downpipe and N1 Cat-back system, and then we are running some PSR unequal length headers to maintain that classic Subaru rumble. On the intake side, we are running a Process West cold air intake and the factory turbo intake pipe. When upgrading an older car like this GC8, especially if you are looking to make a lot more power with a bolt-on turbo upgrade, the fuel system needs to be looked at. So we have replaced the in-tank fuel pump with a high-flow Raceworks 265 litre per hour pump, fitted a new fuel filter, and for the injectors we've gone for a top feed conversion using the Radium conversion rails paired with Injector Dynamics 1050X injectors and a FPR 1200 fuel pressure regulator. On a lot of builds, especially if your power goals are within reason, a version 7 short block, new from Subaru, can be a really good option to rebuild the engine, have a brand new package that is within a reasonable budget. Practice that we often see but don't recommend is using one of the stop leak additives that can be added into the cooling system to try and remedy some leaks in either the radiator or in the piping. But the risk with this is that it is blocking up potentially the full radiator, the heater core, and it is very hard to get rid of that material once it's in there. So in this case, we didn't want to take any chances, and we have replaced the radiator with an aluminium Koyo race radiator instead. The engine management system in this car has been upgraded with a Link G4x. We've fitted an intake air temp sensor and our 3-port boost control solenoid. We have installed a Link 4-bar map sensor, as the factory units in these cars are not capable of the boost levels that this engine turbo combination can handle. With the Link ECU, we've been able to perform our PBMS tune package, add a bunch of extras including a high-low boost switch, anti-lag and launch control. With a GC8, there's always a good power to weight ratio, as they are a lot lighter than the modern cars. And this car has finally produced 250 kilowatt to the wheels, which makes this really fun and nimbly around the back roads. With a front mount intercooler upgrade, we can see this come even a lot closer to the 300 kilowatt mark. A GC8 package like this is putting a smile on your face every time you drive it, and I wanted to thank Thomas again for choosing Possum Motorsport to build this project for him. If any of you have a similar car or another performance project, please get in touch with us. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube, and we'd like to see you again soon.